And we are back with Richard Reviews. Today we're reviewing a book for richardreviews.com, the latest book on the Richard Reviews channel. This is the book Scar Tissue by the Red Hot Chili Peppers lead singer Anthony Kiedis. He had help with Larry Slauman writing this. It's a New York Times bestseller. It's basically an autobiography. Richard read this book in 2014, and he felt that it was necessary to review it for his Biscuit Barbecue Fanatical Fan Club, which he has online. Richard is included in a book club online, which they all indulge in a 350-calorie diet per day, which is basically on seasoning, mixed chili pepper, salt, onion, cornstarch powder, maltodextrine, spice, and mild taco sauce. This is what Richard perfused on his regular diet in the year 2014. It was a cholesterol-free diet, and Richard's very proud of his 1 scoop, 3 scoop basis for it. So this book, as we'll get into it, is a great piece. As you can see, Richard bought it in 2014. The official page count, the official price, is $13. That is a fair price for this piece. In Canadian is $17. Underneath the price, you have the barcode, which is standard for U.S. books, the policy presiding us. Now, this book has some wear and tear due to Richard's main usage along the textile version. For some reason, there are these blue tapage. This is a cellophane wrapper that Richard engraved on the actual stencil section of the book, which was the diaphragm. And as you can see, he also placed it on this section also, which is some sort of cellophane wrapper. The piece, as you can see, small cowardice, great wave, steady cream, and a little tan stain from oil rupture. Not too bad though. The piece in its longevity is very good. Oh, here's another one of his laminations that Richard felt needed to be there at that point. So we can thank Richard for this. The piece is also very characterized by his utmost understanding, which brings it into our next topic, the piece itself. Anthony Kiedis does a fantastic job describing the drug formalities that brought together the Red Hot Chili Peppers in the 1980s and the 1990s, leading up to the 2000s. Anthony Kiedis, along with his high school friend Flea, unfortunately lost their good friend Hillel from a drug overdose in the early 80s. They so longed to bring in their Before You Can Begin new drummer, Chad Smith, to bring in the new beats and brown pleasure of this band to kickstart the 1990s funk rock generation gap. Later on, John Frusciante, along with Dave Navarro, would provide backup nutritional facts, a point pleasure, with also giving bass to Josh Killinger later on, which is absent from this book. Let alone the Scar Tissue, we do have interrupted page count with colored pictures of Anthony's upbringing. As you can see, it is formed in a magnificent light, with he described very fluently in between each section, and mainly the barbecue parts. There is some graphic nudity, skydiving in the Adirondacks, paintballing in the Swiss Alps, and Abercrombie and Fitch in the New York City Mall, which is all apparently in this drug-filled endeavor, with large tattoos and great anomalies. This book really shows the stampede part of Anthony Kiedis' life. Born in 1953, the knuckleheads presumed this album. Let's take a look at the page count. We got down here, if we can see, 450. We're going to round it out at 460. It's a topographical book right there. Topographical. Richard gives it a 5 out of 5. Richard finds this book necessary for any teenager to read in any teen angst situation that continues their formidable ingredients. This has been Richard Reviews. Catch us next time for the next book that Richard reads. Thank you, and goodbye.